Hello and good day to everyone. I'm here to share with you another video from Child Support Greed. I want to share with you a social network behind the scenes of this website that I have created in an effort to allow people to share information amongst themselves about how to defeat the corrupt and unjust child support system. So with that being said, I'll show you how to get to it. So you still go to childsupportgreed.com. It's this same website, but there is no link to this network. So if you see up here at the top of the screen, I'm highlighting the URL, https:// www.childsupportgreed.com. And then I'm going to do another /social. All right. /social. So the people who see this video will have this link. So it may appear like a totally different website, and it kind of is, but it's on the same website as well. So what you will do, you click sign up. I'm gonna create an account for John Wick because I like John Wick, at least part one. And so let me put that in here. I'll just put his username as John. I will create a fictitious email, john@childsupport. Actually, I think I did set that real email up so it would work because the system will send you a message after you sign up. Yeah. But don't send messages to john@childsupportgreed.com because there will be no response. It's just for this example. I'm going to enter him a password. All right. And then I'll put his date of birth, which I just looked at Keanu Reeves' date of birth. I believe it's September 2nd, 1964. All right. So sign up. I'm giving it a moment here. All right. So now his account was created successfully, and that's why it forwarded us to the sign in page. So now we're going to sign in as John at Child Support Greed. So although you create a username, email, and password when you signing up, you sign in or log in using your email and password. All right, so I'll save that. So now John is in. So we'll start at the top of the screen. It says 0 at John, and then it says 0 messages. I'm going to explain how this social network works. If you have used Twitter before, it works similar to Twitter. If you've used Facebook, it's kind of similar to that, but it is by no means Facebook or Twitter. This is a private and small network, right? But it's going to be plenty enough to handle people to want to get on here and share information about this child support system. So if some of you are knowledgeable and want to share your knowledge, you can share it in here. And as time goes forward, there will be some documents and things inside of here that you will be able to download and or purchase, right? So if you want to ask somebody questions, you can share inside of here without limitation. So I'm creating this because I still want to help the community to rebuild these broken families. I believe that the child support system helps to break families, not put them together. Whether you agree with that or not, that's on you. But I'll just say that the state of Texas, a few years ago, collected more child support than any other state in the United States, and yet they have the highest child poverty rate. So you tell me if it's helping. We need to take care of our children in private the way the Most High wants us to, especially as fathers bringing up our sons. All right? So let's keep going. So I'm going to click on this 0 John up here. So it says stream mentions at John, no messages to display. So I'm going to show you what that at message and stuff, what all that means. Click on 0 messages. This is like an internal mailbox. So just like a person can send you a direct message that only you see, this is where you send it. You click create new. You send it to the person by typing their username in this box where it says to. And you can put the subject in the message. The subject is optional, but you can put a subject. I would suggest putting a subject too. That way, if you have a conversation and they reply, you will know what topic you were discussing. All right. So right now, of course, there is no messages because he just signed up. Let's go back to control panel. We'll go to user settings. You have these settings of page privacy, message privacy, and stream privacy. And by default, they are all off. You have follow notifications, message notifications, and stream notifications. By default, these are all on. So page privacy means that when it's off, your page is public, meaning a person can see your profile page whether you are logged in or not. If you turn page privacy on, then your page will only be viewable to those users who are logged in. Message privacy, if you have that off, that means any user who signs into this system and knows your username, they will be able to send you a direct message through this internal mailbox system. All right. And let me go back here. And if message privacy is off, anybody can send you a message. If you turn the privacy on, that means only people who you follow can send you a message. And I'll show you what that means too. Stream privacy, same thing. You have a stream on your page where all your messages show up, right? And so if you have that turned off, then anybody can send an at message to you, which will show up on this page, right? So if you notice up here, it's childsupportgreed.com/social/at/John. So any messages that are at your username, when a person used the at symbol towards you, they will show up here. But if your stream privacy is turned on, you won't get that message unless you are a follower of their page. So for the purpose of sharing and interacting, I would recommend you leave this stuff off. And if somebody starts sending you messages that you do not want to see, you can block them. So I'll show you that in a few minutes. Follow notifications. If this is on, when somebody follows your page, the system will send you an email, right? If you turn this off, you won't get those emails. Message notifications, same thing. If anybody sends you a message in this internal mailbox, if you have message notifications turned on, you will receive a message in your email to tell you to log on to here to check these messages, right? And last but not least, stream notifications. If these are turned on, if somebody sends a message to your stream or your page, you will also get an email about that. And so that's what these settings are. If anybody wants some additional settings added or something changed, let me know and we'll work on that. But this is literally a fully functional miniature social network, if you want to call it that. So let's go to the control panel again. We looked at user settings. Now we're going to look at the help section. All right. So this help section is just like what it says. It tells you a few things. Username guidelines. Your username can have no more than 15 alphanumeric characters, right? You got to have at least 4, but no more than 15. So John has 4, so that's why it worked. You can use numbers or letters, but you can't use underscores, dashes, etc., etc. And you can read down here. It tells you about sign up, sign in, and sign out. Control panel. It literally tells you what page privacy is. So if you want to know what each page and what each feature is for, this page will tell you what this stuff is. So you can log in and look at the help section in your control panel right here, the word help. It'll tell you how to use pretty much everything on the site. Next, let's go to the stream dashboard. You can click settings here and it'll take you back to the user settings page. All right. You can click mainstream. Now mainstream, what you post here can technically be seen by anyone, but they have to be logged into the system and they probably have to be a follower of your page. I got to remember how I got that set. But if they come to your personal page, they'll see it. So I'm going to start demonstrating. Let's go to right here. You will see childsupportgreed.com/social/your username. So in this case, it's John. So if your username is Mike, then your page will be Mike. So let's click that. All right, this is what the profile page looks like. Now this greed image up here is a default image that I got set up here until you pick your own image. This info button and the stuff button, it does nothing right now. I just have it up there pretty much for decoration, but it'll be doing something later on, right? Over here, you click control panel. It takes you back to the control panel. Let's go back to the page. And if you click messages, okay, so I got to fix that. No problem. Yep, that link will be fixed by the time you get on here. So this is where it should have taken you. No problem. It should have taken you to /social/views messages. All right. So I'm glad I did that. So don't worry, by the time you see this video and you click on messages from your page, it will take you to this page. All right. Let's see what else. Let's go back to the page. So now you see it has @John. Now because I'm logged in as John, and when I click @John, it's going to take me here where I can add a new message to my page. This is the main stream. Up here you see /stream.php. So I'll click stream dashboard and I'll click mainstream just to show you. Same page. So go to your page, click @John or @your username or plus new post. It will take you here. You put a message. So I'm going to say, hello, everyone. All right. Click post to stream. It's sending. And there it is. And of course, that could actually post faster, but I have this designed to make it take a couple of seconds before it posts. Because this is not Facebook. So it's not ready to handle 100 million people at once. But for a group of people that want to help each other with child support, whether it's 50 of you, 100 of you, or 1,000, or even 5,000, it'll handle that just fine. So now I'm going to click on the word John, where it's over hello, everyone. It takes me back to John's page, and you see that message was posted April 12, 2021 at 1:58 p.m. That is Central Standard Time. All right. But nonetheless, that's how it works. Now it says 0 following and 0 followers because John has not followed anyone and no one is following him. All right, so I'm going to pause this video for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so this link is now fixed. When you click messages on your profile page, it takes you to your messages. I want to go ahead and fix that right then so I wouldn't forget. So control panel is how you get to everything. Let's go back to your page. And let me click it again just to make sure it's not a fluke. So there you go. So that's working. Now, I'm going to put another post. Let me just put something. This is your main stream. All right. So that went through. So now you see both of those messages. When you hover over them, it turns gray or whatever. So you can put 10 messages or 100. Doesn't matter. It's going to all show up on your page. So this is how you can chit chat with people about helping each other out with child support, etc., etc. Now, let's change this image from the default image. You click this image icon, and then you click Upload Image, and it takes you to this page. You click Choose File, all right, and then you select the file you want to upload. I'm going to select John Wick. Then you click Upload Header Image. And it says everything is peaches, man. That means it worked. Then you click this link to go back to your profile page and see if it worked. And there you go. Let's see what next. Now let's follow somebody. Okay. So there's an account on here called King. So we'll go to that. All right. Now King, that's going to be my account, right? But I'm just showing it as a demo right now. So John Wick is going to follow King. It's processing. All right, so it's updating King's stream page. So now you see it shows that I'm following King. I'm logged in as John Wick, and it shows King is following 0, but he has 1 follower. All right, so let me go back to the control panel. Go back to John's page. Now you see it says 1 following and 0 followers. The one who John is following is King. Let's go to the control panel. Go to Stream Dashboard. Let's click on People I Follow and see if that's working. So yeah, that is working. John, you follow one person, and that person who you following is King. That's why you see it's /King at the end. All right. I'm going to probably send a message to John from King so you can see how that works. So I'm going to pause this video for a second, and I'll be right back. All right, so now I am logged in as King, and I'm going to send a message to John Wick. Again, I know this stuff is pretty simple. I'm just showing this video so you can know how the site works and what it can do. But most of you, if not all of you, is going to see this like it's pretty simple. But I don't like to assume people know something, right? Not everybody is all on social media like that. Because really, I'm not. You know what I mean? I get on YouTube, obviously. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't spend a whole lot of time on social media just chatting about whatever. So let me see. I'm going to just say, good evening. I'm going to say this message is for John. And I'm going to say, what time is the meeting? All right. So I'm just putting John username in there as the recipient, and that's it. Click send message, give it a few seconds, and you see it's sending. All right, your message has been sent. So when I click on sent, right, it shows me, King, you have sent one message to one user. I sent it to John. So now I'm gonna go to John's page, right? Oh, never mind, I'm sorry. Let me go back here. So when I click on John's name, it shows this beginning of a conversation. So when I put that subject of good evening, that is the topic of this whole conversation. So if he replies to this message, you're going to see it's going to track the same conversation. So that's why I would suggest if it's something about child support, like how to deal with magistrate in Texas or something, right? If y'all got 20 messages about that topic, just keep replying back and forth, and you'll be able to look at your conversation and remember what was said, and you can use that information to build up your knowledge, you know? So this message is the conversation starter because I just sent it to him, right? So I'm gonna make John reply to that and you'll see how that works. Let's see. So yeah, let me log out. I'm gonna pause the video for a second. All right, so I'm now logged back in here as John. And you see now we have the number 1 next to the word John. Still got 0 where it says @John because that's a different type message. But for the direct messages, it has a number 1 next to the word John. So let's click on that. It's taking me to the mailbox. It says, John, you have 1 total messages from 1 user. So let's click on unread messages. See, it's from King, good evening. So let me click that message. All right. From King to John, show the date and time, etc., etc. This message is for John. What time is the meeting? So this is how your inbox works. So now I'm going to make John reply to King. When you click that reply button, it fills in the username automatically. It says regarding good evening, RE. So just leave that as is so you can track the conversation. And he will say, the meeting is at 3 p.m. Right, so we can send that back. So hopefully this works. If it don't, it means I got to change something. But it appears to have worked. All right, so now from John to King, the meeting is at 3 p.m. Now let's look at the conversation. View all. I'm going to click on King, who is from. So now this conversation with the subject, good evening, now it has 2 messages. The one the King sent to John, asking what time is the meeting, and then this reply from John saying the meeting is at 3 p.m. So this works for 2 messages, or it'll work for 50 or even 200. It doesn't matter. So you can have a conversation with me or with each other or whatever. And that's how you can help each other defeat this child support system. Now let's see how these messages work on the main stream. Stream dashboard. Let's click main stream. Now these messages, I just put something in here. But now I'm going to type @King. And I put a space after it, and you'll see it highlight up here. That's how you know it worked. So if you don't put a space, it won't work. You either got to put a space after it, or you got to press enter and go to the next line. So I prefer to do it this way. So I'm going to say @King. Let's get this child support greed network started today. So I'm going to post that. And now you see it says @King from John. Let's get this child support greed network started today. So I'm going to click on John and go to his page. And it shows his message that was to King, right? So now when I go to King's page, it also shows up on his page. So even though King didn't type this page, it shows up here because it's @him. So now what I'm going to do is log out of here and log back in as King and show you how you get those notifications. I'm going to pause the video. Okay, so now I'm logged in as King, and you see I got 1 message that's @King and then 1 message just to plain King. So I click on the one that's to King, and of course that's going to be the reply that John Wick sent to my original message where he said the meeting is at 3 p.m. Then I'm going to look at the conversation. And you see I can see the same conversation he can. So as long as you use the reply button in the message, which I'll show you that one more time. Whenever somebody sends you a message, if you want to track the conversation, just click reply and then type the message. And as long as they do it, you can track that topic. Then when you have a new topic, just send a new message and then start replying back and forth from there. All right, so let's go to control panel. So now you see that 0, meaning because he read it. So up here, they're just counting your unread messages, right? If you've read all your messages, then it's going to say 0. But now let me click this one that's at King. It takes me to this stream here. Stream mentions at King from John. Let's get this child support greed network started today. So that's how your at messages work. If somebody sends something at you, you'll get notified in here. So long as these settings, so long as stream privacy is turned off. If you turn stream privacy off, the only way you will get these messages here is if you are a follower of the person that sent it. So I would suggest you keep it off so everybody can send messages to you. And if somebody is bothering you, I'll show you how to block them. So let me click the unread button and it'll mark it as read. Just give it a second here. All right, so now it's red, which means it's 0. So you read it. Now let's go to the control panel. All right, so we see how at messages work. We see how messages work. We see how your profile page works. Let's see. We know that info and stuff is basically for decoration right now, but it will be functional later, right? Okay. What next? Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you the community stream, or the public stream actually. Yeah. The public stream is a little bit different. All right, so let's go to stream dashboard. Now right here on public stream, you see it's got a different background with these taxis on it, right? But whatever you put here is viewable publicly, but it will not show up on your personal page. It'll show up on the community page up here where it says /community, right? And it can be seen whether you are logged in or not. Anybody that comes to this page can see what's in here, whether they are logged in or not. So remember that. So don't put anything here that you don't want public. So I'm gonna play something here. I'm gonna put, let's get it cracking. All right. Better yet, forget all that. Let's get started. That's good enough. Post the stream. Now, I'm gonna click on King's name so you can see that that's not over here. The message I just sent is not on King's page. So where is it? It is on the public stream only. And I'll also show you, let me log out or sign out. Now that I'm signed out, I'm gonna go back to the community page. And even though I'm not signed in, it still shows let's get started. So this community page, you can post something here and a person can see that you on here, right? So say you post some cool info here that you don't mind being public. And they say, oh, it's somebody on here named King or somebody on here named Mike. Then they can click that and it'll take them to your page so long as your page privacy is turned off, right? So I'm gonna show you what happens if page privacy is turned on when you try to view this page and you're not logged in. So let me pause the video for a moment. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is turn page privacy on for King. So now it's on. Then I'm gonna sign out. And then now I'm gonna try to view King's page. This user's page is private. So that's what that means. All right. All right, so I'm gonna turn page privacy back off. So if you want your page private, that's cool. That way you can just use the community page to share with the public. Then if they want to see what you type or what messages you put in, On your regular page, they have to log in to see that. That's cool. So this is basically how this miniature social network works. Excuse me. And I'm calling it miniature just because of the way that I'm intending to use it. If I wanted it to handle 1,000,000 people, it would. But this is a network for people who are focused on this particular topic, fighting against the greediness of the corrupt child support system. So I'm going to pause the video one more time. And I am logged back in as John. Now let's look at my account. We haven't looked at this link. So my account says that John is 56. That's because I put his birthday as Keanu Reeves' birthday. It's an automatic calculation. Whatever birth date you pick, right now you can't change it. So just put your birthday in there correctly. But if you make yourself a year or two older by accident, it don't really matter. But, you know, later I'll put it in here where you can change your birth date. I also got that in here because people in here are supposed to be 18 or older. All right. I cannot make you tell the truth, but if you're not 18 or older, hopefully you're not on child support anyway. So, or you don't even have somebody on it. I mean, you need to wait. You cannot change your username at present, right? That's by design. But you can change your email right here. You can enter your phone number if you wish. So I'll just show you how that works. I'll put in here 800-555. Please don't call this number because I have no clue who it is. Just showing you how that works. All right, so the number is there. It says account updated. Let's see, extended profile. Yeah, let me go there. So this is all optional, but if you choose to, you can put your first and last name. You do not have to, or you can put a slogan, right? Instead of John Wick, you know, I can put Neo Matrix, whatever, right? I'll put gender as male, update profile. So now that's updated. Let's go back to the control panel. Let's go to his page. And now you'll see what that shows. So it put John Wick up here now. So when you put your first and last name, it'll show up here. If you don't, it'll just be empty. All right. So I think for now, that is basically a quick tour of how this system works. If you like and appreciate this video, please like it. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. And if you want to join this network to share information with each other to help fight against the corrupt system of child support, which does not help families work together, but helps them to usually demonize the father, strip him away from his son or daughter, thus making her thirsty, searching for love in all the wrong places, and making his son an angry young man, joining gangs, going into the street, getting in trouble with the police, etc., etc. All right, so thank you for your time. And yes, this is free. So if you want to share some information and help the people, I'm giving you a chance to do it in here. You can share some stuff for free and we can all learn together. All right. So with that said, have a good day.